Broadcasting over the air, on cable, satellite, around the world, and to more than 240,000 households in Middle Georgia, this is your Mix in the Morning.
Yeah, look at whoever's talking.
I assume so.
Okay, good to have you with us at Your Mix in the Morning. I've got two honored guests today, Mr. Anthony Harris, who's no stranger to the show, and also Matthew Smith, who is a stranger to the show. Matthew has written a book, actually two of them, and it's called The Bee Sting. I don't know if you can see this or not, but that's okay. We got a poster down here too for this Bee Sting. It is a blood-drenched creature double feature, this book is, because you have the bee sting here, which is one story. Watch this. You turn the book over and you have the Curse of Stranglehold, and so it's two books in one. What a bargain.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so and now we have a movie made of this, which you guys made yourselves.
Yes, yes.
Now, how do you go about making a movie by yourself? I mean, golly.
There was a lot of factors that just happened to come together. I always wanted to make a movie out of it. I felt like it had a really good story for a horror movie.
Okay.
And I've known Anthony for several years now, and I just kind of talked to him about it, and we got the ball rolling. He introduced me to Will Grammer, who's the director, and we had some brainstorming sessions, figured out what kind of budget we would need to do it, and we took it to Kickstarter. And
Kickstarter,
Yes.
how about that? Okay,
Yes.
this is the first time I've actually known somebody who had taken part in that,
Yeah.
on the receiving end.
Highly successful.
yes,
it was.
yes.
Made 3 times the amount I think we were asking for.
Absolutely.
So how does this work? If the movie's a success, do you have to split it with them?
No, actually, when they donate a pledge to us for the movie, they get certain reward incentives depending on the level that they donate.
They get to see the movie.
Yes, they get copies of it on DVD or copies of the comic or not on
All
kind of
right.
stuff there.
Well, we've got lots of questions to ask you about this. We also have a trailer that we will show during the next segment. We're going to have to take a break here in a minute. Where did you get your cast for this?
We did auditions back in June downtown, and we had like a lot of local talent and talent from Atlanta come down and audition, and we secured most of those through that.
And I guess you have to pay them minimum, SAG, whatever it is.
Well, this
AFTRA.
this isn't a SAG-related film actually.
It's
Really?
a non-union film.
Yeah.
It's independent.
But we did pay them.
But that's why the Kickstarter. That's part of the reason we did Kickstarter, in order to pay a lot of the independent, low-budget films and such made around here. Nobody wants to pay or can pay. And I've always kind of come from the school that I like to pay people. For at least something.
Oh, sure.
Crew, everybody. So that was one of the main reasons. I was really excited about doing the Kickstarter thing, was to pay some people too.
Yeah, we got to go in just a second. Where all did you shoot this?
Around Macon and Crawford County, Byron, Bolingbroke.
Bolingbroke.
Really?
Yes, all local.
All over.
Okay. Well, when we come back, I want I want you to give us a synopsis of the thing. Kind of tell us what the story is without giving away any of the important stuff.
Gotta leave some of it.
Yeah, and then we want to show the trailer too. So we will be back in just a minute. You guys stay with us on Mix in the Morning.
Watching Macon TV, WPGA.
Okay, we're back once again, Mix in the Morning with Anthony Harris and also Matthew Smith. Matthew has written a book, what is it, illustrated novel, what do they call it?
Graphic novel.
Graphic novel, yes. Concerning the bee sting, or at least that's the name of it.
Bee sting.
Bee sting.
Yeah, no the.
Oh,
Bee
no,
sting.
it's
Right.
just bee
Bee
sting.
sting. There you go.
Blood-drenched creature double feature. Now, I'm opening this thing and looking at the book. We have also a movie. And there's a butcher in here who looks highly suspicious to me.
Absolutely.
So I'm assuming that since he's a butcher and you have here's the meat counter, and he has veal, and he has suckling pig, and he has pork chops, but we can assume that there's something else on the menu.
Yes, there very much is. Yes.
Okay. Whoa, boy, I tell you. And you have made your own movie of this.
Yes.
You said in order for it to be shown in film festivals, it has to be what?
Well, as a feature, as to be considered a feature-length film in a film festival, it has to be over 45 minutes.
Okay.
Anything under that's considered short film.
And how long is this?
It'll roughly be about an hour
Right.
when it's completely
Okay, so
completed.
you're well within the
Yeah.
feature
Yes.
film
Yeah.
thing. Well, let's go ahead and watch this, assuming that we're ready for that upstairs, and we'll talk
the
about it
trailer,
later.
yeah.
Dude, this is it. This is our summer vacation. Welcome to Camp Augustus. I'm Harvey, camp director.
Dear God, I look like a moron.
I'm Ashley Potter. I'm her sister, her twin.
The Schwarzenegger DeVito thing?
Hey, Over Redenbacher.
You here to play baseball or fly starships?
Well, I am a highly decorated space captain. James Tiberius Kirk, at your service.
Let me give you a hint. It rhymes with baseball.
Ow!
Calm down, it's just a beastie.
Hey, be lucky it wasn't a bear sting.
We have got to get her to a hospital. Does anyone have a friggin' cell phone?
Kevin to the rescue, folks.
Can't check my Facebook. Oh my God.
Never mind, no reception.
Nearest medical facility is 20 miles away.
Whoa! Now you're going to give summer camps a bad name all over this country, single-handedly. Wow. So, okay, so we've got this movie.
Yes.
How do people see this?
Well, we're going to be premiering it next month locally, and then after that, we'll be showing it at different film festivals, at comic conventions, because I do a lot of those. There's a few small art house theaters and drive-ins that actually will be showing it later.
Drive-ins?
Yes, yes.
There's still such a thing?
Oh, yes. Yeah, there's actually a guy I know owns a few in North Carolina and Virginia, and he wants to show it there.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's
What form do you have to have it in for them to show it at a theater or a drive-in?
well, as far as I know, the drive-ins that are existing now, they've transferred over to digital format.
Okay.
To keep with the times. So to
Sure.
speak. So, yeah.
So you didn't shoot any film. Does
No.
anybody shoot
No.
film anymore?
It's shot on a 8 200 HVX Panasonic P2 cards, high definition.
Okay.
Digital
All right.
stuff.
So tell us briefly the story here. What do we expect when we watch this or read it?
Well, the best way to put it, a reviewer reviewed the graphic novel a while ago, and she described it as, say, John Hughes started writing a script, and Toby Hooper, who directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre, came in and finished it. It's about a couple of kids who are going to be camp counselors. While they're there, one of the girls gets stung by a bee, and they have to take her to the nearest medical facility because she may be allergic. But they get lost along the way, and they happen to run into some redneck cannibals.
Oh, geez. Hence the butcher shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of humor, but there's also a lot of nods to classic slasher
Nothing
films.
funnier than redneck cannibals. If you want to laugh, that's where you go.
Actually, yeah, they're pretty
Absolutely,
funny.
yeah.
There's a few funny ones in there.
Yeah, we
actually.
had some good film time with that.
And your director was whom?
Will Grammer.
Well, you will, yeah.
Will Grammer.
And
Here at the station.
Yeah.
Yes.
oh, he does.
works
Yeah, that's right.
upstairs.
He does
Yeah.
work upstairs.
He
all our videos.
does good stuff.
Okay, okay.
And I worked for Will for a while, a long time, and then when, like Jeremy said, when Matthew said, he had seen some of the stuff Will and I had worked on before, and brought that to us as he wanted to make it into a film. So
Okay, so you say this is debuting
In October.
In October
Yes.
here in Macon.
Yes.
Where will that be?
We're looking at a few possible.
Okay,
venues.
you don't know yet.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We'll have all the information very soon. Though.
Okay, good. Well, if you'll let us know, then we'll tell people how they go about
Absolutely.
getting it. And I'm assuming that you will pay to see this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So what is it that you hope this thing will do?
It was just always a dream of mine, just to make a movie. I mean, I've always wanted to make comics, and I've always wanted to make a movie. So whether this is successful or not, I already deem it a success because
It's done.
Yes, because I finished it, with the help of many, many people.
and
But
it's
I got
all
it
about
done.
the journey, right?
Yeah, exactly. It
All
really
about
is.
the journey.
So
The journey was fun.
if this leads to other things or becomes popular, that's great. But if not, at least I got it done, and it's something that all of us can enjoy. And
Where does somebody get the graphic novel?
you can order it directly from me from my online store. It's mdsmithcomics.bigcartel.com.
That's complicated.
Yes,
You
yeah,
bet-
it
you
is,
better
yes.
give that one again
Yeah.
slowly.
Or you can just find it on Amazon actually as well.
Oh, yeah, it is available on
Yes,
Amazon.
if you just
okay.
search on Amazon, or if you read comics digitally, it's available on Comixology, their website for digital comics.
So you can get this in digital form or the printed version,
Absolutely, yes,
either
yes.
way. But this is not going to be available in bookstores and stuff at this point.
It is in bookstores, depending on if the bookstore carries it. It was available for Barnes & Noble.
It is?
Yes, yes. So,
Okay.
So it's possible they can get it as well if they don't already have it in stock.
Okay, that sounds great. How long did it take to shoot this movie?
We started in April, and we just actually finished the last bit of filming this past weekend. We had a little bit of delay in some of the filming because some of the cast members weren't available. One of them was actually out of the country for a while. So
we only shot on weekends, really.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
only weekend shoots. And
Right.
So you do run the danger of coming to the end of shooting and one of your main characters cannot make it.
Right.
Now what are you going to do? So what do you do in a case like
Well, in
that?
that case, we had to wait.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Because one of the main actresses, she went to Australia for 3 months.
No, for 3 months.
I mean, we thought we had gotten all of her stuff done, but then we had to go back and do some makeup shots and some pickup shots.
Yes.
And so we had to wait for her to come back.
Right.
All right, what is a pickup shot?
Well, you know, you decide to add some things to it, like he wrote some extra scenes to, you know, make it a bigger film, and we had to do those, plus just pick up shots, you know, to fill some space, you know. For example, if you got to get some exteriors of a car driving down the road, you know, with the woods or whatever, you know, just kind of different shots like that.
And the cool thing is you've already got storyboards.
Yeah.
You didn't, you didn't
Well, and Will a lot of times tried to follow the comic as close as he could. He paid respect to the book as well.
So
that was something that the artist Jeremy Massey, when he came down to the set and he filmed his scenes, he was really impressed with that. Will actually had a copy of the graphic novel in hand, and when he was setting up shots, he was looking at the book.
So did he welcome your interpretations of his artwork in film form? I mean, he.
Oh yeah, absolutely yes. He added his own, you know, twist, you know, bits to it in certain scenes, which worked out great, you know. And
so what happens in the end?
Oh, I can't reveal that.
I knew. I just thought I'd take a chance and see. Now, the other book is called The Curse of Stranglehold.
Yes.
What is that about?
That's kind of like an urban legend ghost story. It's about a teenager who's murdered in the woods outside of his hometown in the 70s, and his ghost haunts the area. And in modern times, the girl's friends go missing in the woods, so she's trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them, and if this ghost is related and why exactly his ghost does haunt the area.
And you've written this one too.
Yes, yes.
Have you considered therapy?
What fun would that be?
Wouldn't be make for a very good movie or
No,
book, would it?
no.
Well, so where does this stuff come from? How do you, what do you draw upon to talk about redneck cannibals and stuff?
I grew up in this area.
Amongst redneck cannibals, perhaps?
No, I'm a real big fan of horror movies. I always have been.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of different horror stories, and some of it, actually, Bee Sting came about from a dream I had. I saw it playing out in my head like a movie.
Really?
Yes. So.
Well, that made it a lot easier, didn't it?
It did. When I woke up, I wrote it as a short story. It was like a 22, 23-page short story. And it sat there for a while, and then eventually Jeremy and I wanted to work on a comic together, and he'd always wanted to do something horror-related. So I converted my short story to a comic script, and we went from there.
Wow. Now, when he came and approached you, Anthony, with this, what was your first reaction?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I'm all about, I love making movies and love being a part of that, and, you know. I love being in movies, so, and I had the equipment. That's what I got the equipment for, is to use it. So
I know how passionate he is about projects too, and he's always a stickler for, especially in the comic-related movies. He likes it to remain true to the source.
Or even novels. You know, I don't like when they take these classic novels, turn them into film, and then they completely butcher the story.
Sure.
I like it to stay as close as possible.
Right.
So the movie is very close to this, but since you're in charge of both of them, I guess you...
Yeah. We added extra stuff, but besides that, some of the scenes are shot for shot exactly how they are.
Okay, all right. And you will, I'm sure you hope at some point to make a profit on this.
Oh, sure, yes.
If nothing else, it'll recoup so you can go on and do something else.
Yes,
What
absolutely.
is next?
Well, we've talked about possibly shooting The Curse of Stranglehold as a movie next year.
Okay.
I guess that all depends on how well Bee Sting does, and because that's going to take a lot more. Some of it is set in the 70s, so it'll be a period piece, I guess you could say, in some regards.
And we'd have to get, for that one, we'd have to get Ted Nugent's approval because Stranglehold refers to his song.
Yes.
And so we would have to get the rights to play that song in the movie.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that's going to be a hurdle. We can't necessarily change the title of the whole book to another song that one of us wrote.
Write your own song, and then
just takes away from the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's got to have the Ted Nugent song in it. So.
The Curse of Dancing Queen.
Right.
Well, making a movie is such a complicated process. I mean, at best, it's a huge, complicated thing. What's the biggest problem you have to overcome when you're making a movie?
To tell you the truth, a lot of times it's reliability of the cast and crew, and as we've experienced, some weather. We've had to deal with rain. We've had to deal with the lighting not being right, the sun not being right, running out of time, the day going by so fast, not finishing everything. You can only do so much in order to have the look and feel right and to be consistent in the editing.
That's right.
So,
and if you're shooting late in the afternoon, you don't want to shoot other scenes early in the morning because the shadows would be...
I mean, we actually had a lot of things just go great for us, better than we imagined. I mean, I'm not going to give anything away, but we had something involving a car that worked way better than we ever imagined it would, and it was so much simpler to do and cheap. We had things like that just clicked and fell into place perfectly. So really, overall, it was pretty stress-free, to tell you the truth, compared to some stuff.
This is really interesting stuff, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Bee Sting, and we'll let you know where this thing is going to premiere here in Macon. You can go take a look at it. I'm not real sure I want to see this, but I would like to hear about it.
Well, we'll come back. We plan on coming back like a day or two before it premieres.
That would be great. That would be great.
We'll promote the movie,
Anthony Harris and
you.
Matthew Smith, the author, and I guess you call yourself the producer or...
executive producer.
Executive producer, okay.
Yeah.
And the director?
Will Grammer.
Okay. Well, you guys, best of luck with that. We appreciate you coming in, and we'll talk to you again.
Thank you very much.
And I want to say our cameraman, Stephen Gallagher, he did a great job as well.
Great, Steve. Thanks for your help, too. We'll be back after the news. You guys stay with us.